Yeah, I hope I leave this road with motivation. I hope I leave this road with motivation. Life changing, man. 30 minutes, man. At the end of the day, we all life change, you know? Yeah, I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation. I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation. Yeah, hey look, if I don't leave y'all with nothing else, I wanna leave y'all with some motivation, man. You know what I'm saying? When I look at my kids, man, I hope my motivation. Yeah. We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah. Life changing, man. Yeah. We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah. What's up, what's up? This is another episode of Speak On It. I'm your host, The Life Changer, and I got a special guest with me today. I've been waiting on this episode for quite a while now. You know, this gonna be a special episode to me. Shaiylnn, national recording artist. She do a lot of things. She just dropped a new brand, but we gonna get off into all that. But what's up? How you been doing?
How's it going? I've been great.
That's
living
good.
in this pandemic.
That's good. That's good. So first thing I want to talk about is the new brand.
Okay.
Let's talk about the new brand, because I know we talked about the new brand.
Yeah. Okay, so the new brand that I just launched is called Summertime,
Right.
SUMMA. And it's strictly for men, women, children, plus size.
Right.
Most of the items are one-on-one. Some things I will bring back out. Everything you can't get. You ain't gonna catch everybody wearing the same nothing. But it's for vacation wear, all year round vacation wear, because a lot of times we go places and we have to search all over the web, or when we get to the destination for our summer gear, for our beach gear, just wherever you're going, like I'm gonna offer that. Right. So I did do a soft launch. My website will drop, you know, this coming week or whatever. And then like the brand is already taken off.
So you know I've been waiting on the brand, right? I've been waiting on this. And I even told you, like, you gotta have some men stuff that's for men.
Right.
Some nice stuff.
Right.
Like, you know, swimming shoes and stuff.
Right. You talking about
because I'm into swimming shoes.
You don't like your feet touching. Yeah.
So we already talked about this. So,
right.
Yeah, so let's kinda get deep into it. Okay. Like, where Shaiylnn come from?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys
what's the background, what's the upbringing, the father, the mother, how you was brought up, like the kind of like the morals of like your life story.
I'm gonna give you the ghetto background of Shaiylnn, how the name
So you got a ghetto, you got a ghetto background and you got a professional background.
Yeah, I think the name
I met you with the professional background. I ain't really
It's not ghetto like that.
Okay.
It's just a ghetto name, in a sense. I always call it, it's my joke or whatever. I love you, mama, don't be mad. So my mama's favorite group is Shy, and If I Ever. And then my nana's name is Linda, but everybody call her Lynn. Okay. So they made, Shaiylnn is my middle name. So it's on my birth certificate. That's how Shaiylnn came about, the name or whatever. Okay. So as far as being an artist, I used to go by my first name when I first started. And then my guy at the time, my guy, producer, everything or whatever, CJ the writer, he was like, you should be an artist. And he was like, you need to brand Shaiylnn. And then we started looking up meanings to Shaiylnn. We started looking up everything as it pertained to that. And what's
the meaning to Shaiylnn?
It is like, it means like beautiful growth. It's a lot of different meanings. It's actually Asian and then and Japanese. Dope. I didn't know that. I thought it was a ghetto background.
Okay. So that's kind of like the ghetto background story of how you got the name and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, where you grow up in? What side you grow up on? What did you even grow up in St. Louis?
I grew up in St. Louis, but I wasn't born in St. Louis. I was born in Urbana, Illinois.
Okay, so that's where you that's where you from? That's where
I'm from. Well, that's where I was born, and then I was raised in St. Louis. I was raised in St. Louis.
So you still in St. Louis, baby?
Yeah, but I like to be like, I'm from Urbana.
Right, because of St. Louis.
Because of St. Louis. No, I love St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. I was born in Urbana. My mom was at college at Champaign, Illinois. Anybody ever heard of that? I was born there, brought here, raised there my entire life, on the north side. That's what you want to know.
So
North side.
when was the first moment where you felt like I can sing?
I was 2.
You was 2 years old?
2 years old.
But that ain't when you realized it, because 2-year-olds don't realize when they can sing.
Yeah, I was a different 2-year-old.
So you was terrible too, for real?
I was off the chain. If I could show you some, there was cassette tapes back then. If I could show you some of those or whatever, you'll be like amazed. I was
So like at the age of 2 years old, couldn't nobody tell you?
No, at that moment, all I wanted to do was sing. All I wanted to do was act. I wanted to be in front. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they gave me a mic. They taught me how to sing, and they were real serious about pitch. They were serious about entertainment when I was a kid. So all of that happened. And then, you go through spurts as you grow up where somebody finally goes against you or makes you feel a certain way. So then you don't think that you're that good anymore. You don't think that you should be doing whatever you're doing. And then you don't sing. Then you get to college and you have somebody that's like, that's your gift. Use it. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
And so I started to do that. But I just recently rediscovered myself. Like this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm in love with me and nobody can tell me nothing different.
Let's speak on some of the times where people told you like you're not a singer or you're not that what you thought you was, and how did you navigate through that?
Well, I've never been
because you
told
sitting
that.
there today with a lot of singles out there, albums out there. So like how did that not diminish like how you felt or discourage you?
Well,
because you said like at the moment you felt like I ain't singing no more.
My thing was nobody ever really said this is not what I'm supposed to be doing.
Call him out on it.
I'm finna call him out. Nobody ever said I'm not supposed to be doing this. You know how people know, woo, woo, woo. You know how people know your gift?
She ghetto.
Not. You know how people know your gift before you do? They know what you're gonna be before you be it.
Yeah.
And it's not that they disagree with what you're doing. They may be well in love with you, but a lot of times people don't love themselves, so they will try to make everything a competition when it's not even no sense in competing.
Ooh,
These are things that I'm just learning about myself. Like, your gift is your gift. It's God-given. And at this point, like, I don't really have nothing to say to those people, because if I didn't get over the fear of people, I wouldn't be able to be an artist. I wouldn't be able to be an entrepreneur. I wouldn't be able to be the woman that I am today. So that's just where I'm at with it. Like, nobody ever said this ain't what you're supposed to be doing. They knew this what I was supposed to be doing. I did. But, people want to make you like fall off of your actual path by scaring you. And for a long time, I was scared of people. And it started in church. Everybody knows. Church people are some of the, the hardest people to deal with when growing up singing, because they want to make everything a competition.
I have to agree with you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. A lot of traditional people.
Traditional, let me say that.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of traditional people.
Yeah.
Like, did you grow up with your father in the house?
I didn't grow up with my father in the house. No.
You know him?
I know him.
You know him though? You talk to him? You got a relationship with him right now?
It's a cool relationship.
That's good to hear.
It's not like my mom.
Nah, can't nobody replace her.
No.
Y'all twins, I thought.
Everybody think that's my sister.
For real.
Yeah, it's not like my mom. Love him dearly. He's brought up to love.
So how did it feel to grow up without your father? I grew up with my father, so I really don't know how it feels.
I just experienced the feeling, I want to say, a couple weeks ago, around Father's Day, of not really being in a home with your dad. I don't think things really hit you until you get older, because I'm so used to routine. I love my mom. I don't feel like I'm missing anything, but it's when you're going through relationship hurt, you're going through life, you're growing, you want to learn how to love other men. You want to learn how to be loved by a man. You want to learn how to love yourself, or how you support, just all things with that. Yeah. And it's like your mother can only teach you from a woman's standpoint. Right. But I feel like everybody needs that other parent.
So was it moments where you was like just crying?
Yeah. I cried a lot. Like, I think I recently had a breakdown a couple weeks ago, not because, I wish this and that. Some things when you this is what I need and nobody is giving it to me. So I have to rely on self. I have to really fight with self to not revert or do anything that I'm not supposed to do. Because to be honest, at 27 years old, I don't know what it feels like to be loved by a man. And a man probably have properly loved me, and I could never tell you that he did.
You couldn't accept it, or you couldn't recognize it.
I don't know what it is.
So how do you ever find out?
Well,
Because
right
it's
now,
like you don't know what it is, even if they showed you that,
Right.
and you don't know what it is, and it's like you operated or responded the wrong way,
Right.
and then they backed off.
right.
But they was right and you was wrong because of where you at.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So like now, how do you ever accept it? You got to get to some point in your life where you say, I got to allow this man to love me and handle me
Right.
if he doing it the correct way.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But you don't really know that.
Right.
So it's like,
How do I accept it? Okay.
that's a tough.
I'm
that's a
going through
tough-
therapy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Go through therapy. I mean, I think therapy is good, not just for when you're going through things, but just so that you can ease your mind when dealing with life.
Right.
You know, it's okay to
Yeah.
talk to somebody to help
Yeah.
you continue on. You know, when you're growing up black, people tell you therapy. Don't go to a therapist. You know, whatever. And it's like, no, they're not medicating me. You just have somebody that's talking to you that has an unbiased opinion about your life.
I feel like people like that is sent from God.
They
Because
are.
it's like them people that hold your your personal business
Yeah.
and don't share it with nobody.
Nobody.
Like a therapist told me, like you can't tell this story to your mama. You have to
Confidential.
tell this to a stranger.
Confidential.
Yeah, so they gonna hold it before your mama hold it.
That's true. And it's no offense. It's
Like
just
your
what
mama
it is.
will mess around and tell her sister
accident.
or somebody that she feel like she close to. But
Right.
the therapist not gonna tell anybody.
Nobody.
So
Nobody.
I think that's a real thing, a real
have to agree.
career. I
I
don't
have
think
to
it's just somebody that want to be in people's business and
I agree.
you know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree.
So take us to like some of them dark places in your life, even right now. Like I know you just came out of a season,
Yeah.
like a dark place.
Where we
Or
started?
when we say that's dark, when we say that's a dark place,
I don't think none of it is really dark. I think you're passing through darkness. I don't think I've ever been in a dark place where I'm just stuck there.
no, you
I do
never
believe
stuck
that
in a
I
dark
passed
place.
through some dark times, some dark tunnels.
Yeah. So speak on the last season you just came out of.
So recently, I didn't know that that I was pregnant, and I had got real sick. Didn't want to do nothing, couldn't eat. It got to the point body was just really aching, and I started to get fearful. Never thought it was COVID. Didn't think of that. I'm just like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I can be a drama queen, but at that time, it's like my drama was not matching the pain. It wasn't matching anything that was going on. Everything was so unbearable, and found out, going to the hospital, found out that I was pregnant.
You didn't tell me, but you told me. You just told me like I'm sick right now. Like I'm gonna holler at you, but I'm sick right now.
Everybody was saying it because you remember we were trying to figure out about, you know, doing the show
Yeah.
or whatever. And I just was kind of cut off from the world at that moment. Though I was pushing people away, and at that moment I needed so many people. But also in that moment, I was able to learn things about my mother and I was able to grow closer in that moment with my mother or whatever, and just to have her there the entire time, like going through this situation, was a blessing. So all that happened, I was pregnant. I think a week later I lost it. The worst pain.
I mean, not even just the worst pain, but mentally your mental drop. Like you need some mental health.
Yeah.
That's where mental health come in at. When situations after situations like that.
Yeah.
So did you have like some mental health issues? Like because you lost your child.
Yeah.
You went through this pain that you never felt before.
Right.
And you can't get that back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now you gotta move on in life
Like nothing's
and
ever
live
happened.
with that.
Right.
And you gotta get through that.
Right.
And that ain't easy. And I ain't gonna sit here and tell you it's easy because I ain't never went through nothing like that.
It's not.
And in every moment of your life, you thinking like, if or shoulda or coulda.
You're so on point. So, I'm not trying to do this. So, it's an emotional roller coaster. The situation has me up and down. Like a lot of people probably like, why is she telling that story? It's mine. I'm not.
This part of the story. This part
of my life.
This part of the whole
The journey, like it is what it is.
Part of the
It's
book.
part of Shaiylnn. I'm telling you, you know,
Yeah,
and it's
this
still
part.
been written. So
Yeah.
it's just it's up and down. I have my days. And I think what keeps me going is the fact that I have a younger brother that has had 40-some surgeries, and life happens, you know, every day. He'll be turning 21 July the 21st, and they are already saying what's not going to happen. His body's going to shut down. They've been saying this since birth, that different things are going to happen. So that gets me going. I can't say that I don't battle. I do. So some days I do have to go in deep meditation. I got to go in deep prayer. Some days when I can't pray, I have to call somebody to pray for me. I have to go to mama. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand what I just went through. I'm being so honest.
Like even right now. Like
even right now. I don't understand what I went through. I don't understand why I went through it. I don't understand like just the whole situation. But I do know that in that moment when I found out, all I thought about was other people, and I never thought about me. How would this person feel? How would this person feel? Would they accept me as an artist? Would they accept me as this? You know, just so much was running through my mind. But to hear, you know, my mom just be comfort to me, my grandmother be comfort to me, my aunt, nobody really knew.
Right.
But for them to comfort me in this situation, it was everything.
How was the father?
There.
He was there?
Yes.
Every step of the way, like for this. I'm talking about like for this when you wasn't feeling.
Exactly. Every step of the way. And even in that situation, I was pushing the father away. Away. No offense. It wasn't on purpose.
They just where y'all was in.
No. It's me. I was in so much pain. I felt ugly that I'm like, I don't want nobody to see me like this. But he would even come see me. He would, you know, would be there, and it's just like, I don't want you to touch me. I don't want you to talk to me. I was losing it because I didn't know why I was in so much pain for the first trimester.
So could you say right now, like you feel like you getting through that? Like you starting to feel yourself again and starting to be yourself again?
Yeah. What I can say is I'm blessed to have went through it. It taught me a lot of things. It helped me learn a lot of things for myself. It helped me want to go and reopen take some band-aids off of some wounds that haven't been healed.
And let them heal.
And deal with them. And let them heal.
That's tough. A lot of times we have to go back to some of the band-aids. Yeah. Like you said, that's a good thing. That's a real thing. And take the band-aids off and let them heal. Yeah. Because when you put a band-aid on something, it suffocates the healing process, right?
It definitely does.
It don't heal right.
It does not.
It just cover up for it won't get
the skin
infected.
underneath doesn't do nothing it's supposed to do.
There you go. It need the air and the natural.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. All that good stuff. So yeah, that's good, man. I got some band-aids that I need to pull out.
I encourage you to do it. And sometimes it can be painful, but I think a lot of times we can be our own blockage between our healing. Because I'm always afraid of how somebody's going to react to my truth. I have a hard time telling the full truth.
Why?
Because I don't want to hurt the person that I'm telling it to. So I may omit. Or I may just
tell them half of the truth.
Or not say nothing. I may just be silent.
You can hurt somebody like that.
Exactly. So right now I'm learning, like, they deserve that. Because I can't say I want you to be fully honest with me in all of this, and I can't give you what you desire or what you deserve. Because a lot of times you can hold somebody hostage, their heart, their mind, in your hand, all because you won't be honest with them.
That's good.
So
moving forward, music.
Yes.
I ain't heard nothing in at least a month. I know you dropped a single. Did you drop? You dropped
last
a single.
year.
Remember the song I was telling you, like you sound like Beyonce on there?
Probably Still Love Me or Hard to Let You Go. Both of them was Beyonce inspired. Hard to Let You Go.
Hard to Let You Go. And what's the other one?
Still Love Me.
Hard to Let You Go.
It was Hard to Let You Go.
That sound more familiar.
I mean, all the guys love that song.
Hard to Let You
Still
Go.
Love Me wasn't going against the guys'
I said
situation.
she went to another level.
Yeah.
Like that was another level. Like you was already good, but that song was like, dang, she tapping into some
Thank you.
Some real stuff. So is you gonna stay in that lane, or like?
Let me tell you something. This story is unfolding, and the work it's getting bigger. Like, it's big records. That's all it's about to be.
So is CJC your manager?
He's actually, everybody think he's my manager. To be honest, he's done everything. We work together. We're working on a project right now. Okay, so I can let you in on this. I have a song that I'm about to drop with a guy named Chandler. He's from here. He's a musician. He's everything. A lot of people don't even know he's a rapper.
He a rapper?
He's a rapper.
Oh, he a rapper.
People don't even know he's a rapper, but you would know him if you see him as a musician.
Oh, okay.
Dude, cold.
You wouldn't look at him as a rapper.
No, you would. I mean, I'm just saying people don't know him as a rapper. They know him as a musician.
Right.
But if you see him, you'll be like, are you serious? Like, he's cold. We shoot our video next Wednesday.
That's what's up. That's what's
Shoot our
up.
video next Wednesday.
So when the album coming?
Album's coming.
The album's coming?
Album's coming.
All right, so Shaiylnn ain't done.
No. Far from it.
It's coming.
It's a lot of singles, a lot of things about to drop, a lot of new music.
So I ain't never get no feature.
We ain't never sit down.
Like I hit you up like.
Stop it.
Like I hit you up at least twice.
Not about no
feature.
feature.
Straight like, let's get a song done. But you was so busy.
And you know what? I want to apologize because I probably was super busy. That's all I am.
You was busy. You said you was busy.
I mean,
I don't think you was just sitting at home on the couch and you was like,
no.
nah, this was way before COVID.
No. If this didn't happen, I'd be out of town right now.
You want me to give you a secret?
Yeah.
I got one more song in me.
One more, then you're done? I got a ton of songs.
Sometimes you gotta understand when you're done too.
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't done at all.
Not at all.
Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So the music coming.
Yeah.
New singles, videos, all
Yes.
that's coming.
Yes.
The swimming
Yes.
stuff coming.
Yes.
Swim time.
Summertime on all social media. SUMMATIME. Summertime.
Summertime.
Yes.
Go follow Summertime.
Yes.
Back to the story though.
Okay.
We gotta finish the story. We gotta get to where Shaiylnn at right now.
Right.
So we went through the darkest spots.
Right.
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 You just had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
A miscarriage, and how did you navigate from the miscarriage? Not speaking on the miscarriage no more.
Right.
The miscarriage into now. Because what you have to do to get her with a smile on your face and like life's gonna be okay.
Because there's always life after death.
That's a good way to put it.
I mean, that's how I view it. You have to still live. When things happen, just because certain things happen in your life don't mean you give up too. So if they happen, what I'm do? Just sit at home? There's money to be made. There's lives to be changed. There's people that are still counting on me. I'm still counting on myself. So I can't give up. Now there was a point, I did take my time. But I knew, it's some click. Let's go. I'm battling with the weight situation. And I'm like, oh, you're getting chunky.
That's like some self-insecurities.
Kinda. But I can't even say I'm insecure.
Like
I'm falling in love with
self-esteem. You falling in love with the weight?
I'm falling in love with the weight. I used to be bony, crackhead skinny. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, a lot of people want weight on them. Like a lot of women I heard, like they want weight. Like they try to,
I ain't gonna say
they
I
take
wanted it,
stuff
like,
to gain
yeah,
weight.
they do. But I've gained, you know how a lot of times people say they get weight and it's heavy and it's just too much for them?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I've gained the great physical weight that I'm gonna be able to lose the proper portions I'm supposed to, and I've gained that spiritual weight. Great weight. Like, I'm happy. I'm okay. I know that I'm gonna be okay. Even when sometimes I'm sad. Because a lot of times, like I said, that situation just allowed me to go on a journey to healing.
Yeah.
That's all it did.
Did you isolate yourself?
Somewhat. Not really. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
Did you need people to be around you and help you?
I've never been that person. I don't like people in my business. So for me to say this,
me either. I mean, you speaking on it, like you
I'm
really
speaking on it,
like,
but I don't like people in my business. I don't like stories to be told improperly. I like to tell it because I'm the one that went through it. And a lot of times, when you tell people, everything goes one, and you get the story gets back to you, and it's like, what? Yeah. Who bought a pig? Like, what are we talking about here? And stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't,
We talked about before we even came up here. We talked about being professional.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you had somebody that was like you felt like y'all had bad history,
right,
or you felt like, okay, I don't mess with that person,
right,
but this person came on a business note and said, I want to do work with you,
right,
another artist, whatever,
mm-hmm,
and you knew in your heart that this artist was a good candidate,
right,
would you still do work with them, even though they backstabbed you, or even though they did things that like you crossed me?
I'm gonna tell you this. You have a good business record, we can do business. What we do personally never touches my business. I learned that from my nana. We own a family business.
So you done did business with people who
all the time
backstabbed you, but you like, okay, let's get this job done, and you go
know how to
nowhere.
do business. That has nothing to do. You're not coming to my house. We're not kicking it. We're not, we're not that. I've grown to a place where I don't even care. I don't even remember half of the things. A lot of times people are coming and apologizing to me, and I'm confused as to what happened, because I did ask God to take that from me, because I used to carry the weight and of what people did. Like, why am I still worried about what somebody did to me? They don't know. A lot of times people don't even know that they did that to you. A lot of times people don't even know that they're those type of people. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a good business record, we can do business.
That's good.
What you did personally, whatever happened personally, whatever. It depends on the magnitude, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because some things can bleed over. Everything isn't healthy for your brand. So a lot of times you have to really just, if you're pray, whatever you do, meditate, talk about it, figure it out.
Right.
And see if that's good to even cross over into your brand, because your brand is all you have. And a lot of times you don't want tainted energy, tainted blood, different things attached to that.
Yeah.
So it can be, it just depends.
That's good to hear. I wanted to ask you that just because I believe somebody needed to hear that. Like,
somebody.
I need to hear that myself. That's why we even brought up the conversation.
Right.
But another thing I want to ask you, what can you tell like the young ladies, the younger generation of women? Mm-hmm. How do you keep that fire lit after you so the younger generation, okay, the younger women, I got a daughter that's 10, I got a bonus daughter that's 2. Like, how do you how can you tell them to keep that fire? I want to put this in the right wording. Keep that fire lit after they like go through failure in life, or after they feel like what they want to do, people telling them they can't do. And you answered that question from a standpoint of going through it and getting through it.
Yeah.
But like, they don't know about it.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? And they got stuff that they gonna face.
Yeah.
So like, what can you tell them then? And I asked every woman that I did, right, I sat down with this question. Because y'all the generation to look up to with the women, right? So, what would you say?
What would I say as it pertains to failure? Or people just...
Or any encouragement, like, or if you was to go through something, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, there's a lot I could say. First thing I'll say to my baby girls, when you get older, always listen to your mom. Because we go through rebellious stages in life. I became rebellious at an older age. Not just, nasty or anything with her, just not listening to her wisdom. Listen to mommy. Mommy knows best. She birthed you. She knows you, your ins and outs, even what you think she don't know. Listen to mommy. Follow your heart. Follow God. Don't let nothing deter you from your actual path. And as a woman, you know on the inside when you're doing something you're not supposed to do. Just like you know on the inside when you're doing something you're supposed to do. So what I'll say is to just listen to the people that are placed in front of you with wise wisdom at all times.
That's good.
Don't downplay them. My mom ain't been wrong yet.
That was perfectly worded. For real, that was perfectly worded. Yeah, so I see what you're doing. Yeah. We talked about the brand, you did it. Yeah. You accomplished it. Yeah. Even if it don't do nothing after that, you accomplished what you said you was gonna do, you did it. Right. I know you got more good music coming.
A lot.
And I know you're a hard worker.
I am.
You always work. You always work. You had stuff in order. Every time I came to your concerts, the ones that I did,
thank you,
it was always in order. It wasn't nothing that was never like out of the ordinary. You had good venues.
Thank you.
And you had it set up to the point where the people who worked for you, they was on top of their game. Yeah. And they did it, and you wasn't playing with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it was all love,
It's all
it was
love.
like I'm serious about this event or this concert.
Exactly.
Or what I have going on.
Exactly.
After you get done with this, you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
But right now, I'm, you know what I'm saying? To your dancers, to your camera crew, to all at the mics, the setup, the venue itself. Like, everything just to be on point, and it'd be a good vibe.
It's a level of respect that I have with my team. And we are family. A lot of it, not biological, but we're family. Like, I love them. We can joke and we can play, but they know when we walk into that room, all games are set aside. I'm boss. Your employees. Let's do this.
And that's what sets you apart.
Yeah.
That's where Shaiylnn come into play in.
Yeah.
Because it's like dang, like she operate like that. Just like Beyonce operate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I believe in structure.
Yeah. And you see that with you.
Yeah.
Even like you can just look at your Instagram and be like, yeah, she about her business.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch it too off out of whack. Like no.
Right. So
Never.
I encourage you
to
just keep pushing, keep going.
Thank you.
You done been through some dark times.
Yeah.
You done shared a couple of with me.
Yeah.
You know. I never put your business out there.
That's fine, I know.
But you know, I just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, keep working, keep grinding. And where your vision, where at the end of that tunnel, where you know you're gonna be at, you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
You know, just stay consistent. Because that's the number one thing I battle with right now. Just staying consistent.
Consistency.
Yeah, just consistent.
Yeah.
Just even with doing this, like just consistent. So
and you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
This is gonna be huge.
And I appreciate you for just sitting down with me and talking to me, because I know
Thank you for having
we're gonna
me.
look back and we're gonna just be like, dang, we really did that.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Even if we look back and be like, we was young, we was like 30, we was like 27.
Right.
Isn't that like?
Right.
Yeah. So it was a good conversation, man.
Great.
And I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Shaiylnn, this is another episode of Speak On It. I'm the host, the life changer. Until next time, we out.